Blankwood with you here today, and of course if we've got Jeff Honnold over running our video package today. You can watch and listen to the game by going to YouTube and searching 1380 KCM. Spartan boys coming in under head coach Doug Newton at 7-3 on the season, 5-3 right now in the Rolling Valley Conference. They have dropped one straight game, while Audubon coming in under head coach Coleman Mullenix. They're 5-7 on the season, 4-5 right now in the Western Iowa Conference. They picked up a win the other night in their last game out. That was against Riverside, as we had Tom Hawkep down you bringing you that game. Again, everybody's games last night around the state kind of wiped off of the docket, so nobody getting that opportunity to play last night. Taking a quick look at some of the numbers for both of these teams. It's the Spartans coming in, averaging 52 points per game, giving up 49 points per game. They shoot 42% from the field and 29% from the three-point line, and at 61% from the free throw line for Audubon. They come in scoring 47 points per game and giving up 50 points per game. They're in most of the games. Coach Molnix really focuses on defense, so they play outstanding defense. The Wheelers struggling from the field, hitting 37% from the field and 30% from the free throw line, but doing a pretty good job from the free throw line at about 64%. The Wheelers, though, turning it over almost 16 times a game, while the Spartans at 12 points per game. So Audubon needing to hold off on some of those turnovers here today. We need to step away, take a break. We'll be back with our starting lineup. We'll be back in 1 minute right here on 93.7 KKRL. You've been listening to the Mackey Motors at pregame.
St. Anthony Regional Hospital, the regional leader in healthcare, dedicated to improving the health of the people they serve. At St. Anthony Regional Cancer Center, you'll find the convenience of cancer and oncology consultation and treatment in one convenient location. At St. Anthony Clinic, you'll find a team of doctors and nurses that care about you and your family's health. St. Anthony Clinic is devoted to comprehensive healthcare for people of all ages. For every stage of life, always look to the cross. Always St. Anthony.
Can your roof handle extreme hail conditions? Ours can. Check it out. As you can see, our Brinks roof has stood up to the test with zero damage. As for our competitors, well, theirs did not. Is your roof worn out or needs repair? Know that not all roofers and shingles are created equal. If you need honest feedback whether your roof needs to be repaired or replaced, get a second opinion. And call the Roof Pros at Brinks Exteriors, 920-ROOF-PRO.
Taking a look at our starting lineups here tonight for the Spartans of Exira-EHK and Kimballton again under head coach Doug Newton. They come in 7-3 on the season, 5-3 right now in the Rolling Valley Conference. They'll start a 5'10 sophomore in Ethan Flathers, a 6'2 sophomore in Cash Emgarden, a 5'11 junior in Trey Peterson, a 6'4 sophomore in Jackson Radcliffe, and a 6'5 junior in Easton Nelson. For the Audubon Wheelers under head coach Coleman Mullenix, 5-7 overall on the year. They are 4-5 right now in the Western Iowa Conference. They'll start a 6'2 senior in Jackson Dice, a 6' senior in Gavin Smith, a 6'1 junior in Colin Bauer, a 5'10 senior in, a 6'2 junior in Carson Bauer, and a 6'5 sophomore in Edward Miller. Braden Wessel not in the starting lineup here today. Coach Mullenix does a really good job of kind of changing up that starting lineup kind of based off of matchups, and felt like today against a tall Spartan ball club he needed a little bit more size out on the court. So Edward Miller, who has started quite a few games this year as a sophomore and really has nice potential, got really good footwork down in the post, is going to be getting the start here today. Jumping things up, it'll be Emgarten jumping things up against Gavin Smith as we are set for basketball action here today. And the opening tip going to be controlled into the hands of Miller. Now over to Bauer. Bauer will drive in. That is a Carson shot up, no good. And the rebound taken down by Radcliffe. They'll work it over now into the hands of Peterson. Peterson up across half court over to Flathers. Flathers with it up top now to Radcliffe. Radcliffe over to the left side to Emgarten. Back over now. Pull up jumper by Flathers from the right elbow, no good. And Smith will clear the rebound up for Audubon, his first. Off to Colin Bauer with Colin and Carson on the floor. I'll do my best to call them by their first name. Carson looks to get it inside, comes up with a steal that time is Radcliffe. Radcliffe will drive down, leaves it off for Flathers. His shot no good, but right there for the tip in is Radcliffe, the 6'4 sophomore. Puts the Spartans on top here 2-0. Colin will bring it up, works it over to Smith out high on the right side. Smith looks for the cutter. Carson, nothing there. Now off to Dice. Dice has been shooting the ball well for Audubon as of late, really seeing his scoring average go up. Back over to Collin on the left side. Down to the baseline now to Miller on the left side. Miller brings it up on the wing. Skip pass over the right side, top of the key to Dice. Dice with it over now to Collin. Collin back over on the right wing to Dice. Dice dumps it inside now to Carson. Back out to Dice, and we're going to get a reach-in foul going to go on him. Collin to inbound down on the baseline. Lobs it to Carson on the wing. Carson will fire up the three. It's up no good. Peterson will clear the Spartan rebound. Kicks it ahead, and laying it up and in on the other end is Emgarten. So Audubon gets beat back defensively that time. That doesn't happen very often, and the lead is 4-0. Colin Bauer over the left side. Radcliffe again jumping the passing lane. It's a 2-on-1 break. Over to Flathers, and the layup's up and good, and we're going to get a timeout maybe. Nope, he got up off of the bench. I thought we'd get a timeout there. It's 6-0. Coach Mullenix, you can tell, not happy. His team's been beat down the floor twice now, and they're just not hustling back the way they normally do. They get it inside to Carson. He'll be fouled on the play, and that's going to go on Nelson. That'll be number 1 on Nelson. Team foul number 2 on the Spartans here in this first quarter. Coach Mullenix usually doesn't hesitate to call that early timeout if he needs it. Dice will fire up a three left side. It's up no good. It'll bound out of bounds. And it will be Spartan basketball. Pressure by Audubon. They'll get it into Peterson. 1-2-2 full court press. Off now to Nelson. Nelson picks up the dribble, works it off to Radcliffe. Radcliffe, a long pass down. They work it to Emgarten, who looks in the lane. Shot up and good by Nelson. And now we'll get that timeout. 8-0 at start here for the Spartans. Timeout going to be called by the Wheelers. We'll step away back in 1 minute. Right here on 93.7 KKRL. Exira-EHK.
St. Anthony Regional Hospital, the regional leader in healthcare, dedicated to improving the health of the people they serve. At St. Anthony Regional Cancer Center, you'll find the convenience of cancer and oncology consultation and treatment in one convenient location. At St. Anthony Clinic, you'll find a team of doctors and nurses that care about you and your family's health. St. Anthony Clinic is devoted to comprehensive healthcare for people of all ages. For every stage of life, always look to the cross. Always St. Anthony.
Can your roof handle extreme hail conditions? Ours can. Check it out. As you can see, our Brinks roof has stood up to the test with 0 damage. As for our competitors, well, theirs did not. Is your roof worn out or needs repair? Know that not all roofers and shingles are created equal. If you need honest feedback whether your roof needs to be repaired or replaced, get a second opinion. And call the Roof Pros at Brinks Exteriors, 920-ROOF-PRO.
Audubon State Bank. Go Wheelers.
Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
8-0 Spartans with the lead. Quick shout out Susie Byland listening to the ball game. Wheeler fans, Spartan fans will know who she is well. Former great Audubon Wheeler. Shot me a text here in between the girls and boys game. Was she a great basketball player and even a better golfer? The only thing I wish I would have saw her run hurdles. I heard she was outstanding hurdler when she was in junior high, but didn't have the chance to go out and run hurdles when she was in high school. Wheelers will turn it over. 5:41 left. Audubon's not had real good offensive possessions here early on. They get the ball off to Peterson. He'll bring it up, kicks it ahead now to Emgarten. Emgarten in on the left side, works it off now to Radcliffe. Radcliffe open at the free throw line. Miller a little late coming out, but he'll miss the jumper. The rebound to Gavin Smith, his second. Collin will bring it up the right side of the floor now for the Wheelers. Crosses over, lob pass inside to Carson. Carson goes up over Nelson, shot no good. Radcliffe clears the rebound for the Spartans. Peterson kicks it ahead on the right wing now to Flathers. Back up to Peterson. Peterson with it. Radcliffe setting a screen up top. Peterson gets over the left elbow, pull up jumper, no good. And the rebound taken down that time by Carson Bauer. Carson, the leading scorer for this Wheeler team. Smith with it on the right wing. Looks for the cutter, Carson Bauer, nothing there. Now finds Carson down in the right corner. Off to Miller on the right wing. Miller able to shoot the three. Will fire it up, it's up, no good. And the rebound to Radcliffe. Off now to Peterson up the right side of the floor. Comes in front of that scorer's table. Gets it over to Flathers and then gets it back over to the left side now to Emgarten. Emgarten up top to Radcliffe. Over to the right side to Flathers. Back up top it comes. 3-point shot on the way from Emgarten. No good. We're going to get a whistle and a foul inside. And that is going to go on Radcliffe. And that'll be number 2 on him. So 2 quick ones on him. We'll get Derek Comas up off of the bench. The junior will check in. Collin will bring it up. Braden Wessel set to check in. Carson Bauer's shot is blocked by Emgarten. He'll get his own rebound. Now drives in and lays it up and in. So Carson Bauer with the first point here tonight for Audubon off of gathering in his own shot that was blocked. And now the Spartans turn it over as Wessel will check in for Miller. 8-2 right now. Wheeler's got a chance to cut into it as Collin will bring it up. Works it over to Dice, down to the right corner to Smith. Smith up on the wing, gets it off now to Wessel. Left wing to Collin Bauer. He'll fire up a three. He shot it well lately. Shot up no good. Nelson clears the rebound up forward. The Spartan gets it off to Peterson. Right side Flathers looking in for Peterson, battling with Smith. Up top now to Comas, over to the left side. Back up top, Flathers going to fire up a three. It's up in good. So Flathers knocks down the three. It's 11-2. In favor of the Spartans. Collin now over to Dice. Dice with it on the left wing. Goes down to the left corner to Wessel. Wessel drives it on the baseline. Cut off. Picks up the dribble in a little bit of trouble. Finds Carson on the left wing. Up top to Collin. Collin gets it back over now to Wessel. Wessel again penetrates off that left side. Gets it back up top to Dice. Dice will drive in. And the ball stripped away as he penetrates in. Ball going to be knocked out of bounds off the Spartans. It will be Wheeler basketball. 11-2. Right now, Spartans with the lead. 3:25 left first quarter. Coming to you live here from the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages. Gatorade helping athletes feel, recover, and perform. Carson Bauer with it. Right side top. McGee picks up the dribble. Gets it to Wessel on the right wing. Wessel penetrates in the lane. Kick pass up top. Now down. Dice at three on the way. It's up no good. Smith going to be over the back on the rebound, and that'll be number one on Gavin Smith. Gavin arguing that one. It didn't look like there was much contact. Might have been a gap there. And that is going to be the call. So that'll be his first and the team's first. He kind of stepped back and jumped, but did reach up over him. They get it ahead to Imgart. Now over to Flathers underneath the Nelson. Pump fake, left the defense go by, and Nelson will lay it up and in. 13-2 Spartans with the lead. Carson spins in, his layup up no good. We're going to get a block call underneath. And that'll go on Nelson. That is going to be his second. Him and Radcliffe each with two. Carson Bauer will head to the free throw line. Bauer a 67% free throw shooter on the season. Carson the only point right now for the Wheelers. His free throw on the way is up in good. First free throw attempts of the game for either team. 13-3 our score. Jamison Kilworth, a 5'10 sophomore, checks in for the Spartans. Second free throw for Carson, up in good. That'll make it 13-4. Emgarten with it, now off to Peterson. Peterson over to Flathers. Flathers looks for Kilworth down on the baseline. Kilworth now cuts through. They find Emgarten, drives in on the left side, draws some contact. And we're going to get a whistle on a foul. Going to go against the Wheelers. That's going to be on the floor, and that'll go on at Collin Bauer. The 6'1 junior picks up his first team foul number 2 on the Wheelers. Motor Inn player of the game coming up following the ball game here. Motor Inn of Cary, your premier Toyota Chevy and Buick dealership for everything from sales to service to parts and collision. We're going to get a foul on the screen. That's going to go on Kilworth. So Kilworth, the 5'10 sophomore, picks up his first team foul number 5 on the Spartans here early on. Collin will bring it up, 13-4. Spartans leading the Wheelers. First quarter of play here today on 93.7 KKRL. Also on our video package as Peterson comes around Smith to steal the pass. We're trying to feed it to him down on the block. You can watch and listen to the broadcast by going to YouTube and searching 1380 KCIM. You can pull it up. It's powered by New Way Ford in Coon Rapids, our video broadcast in. And right now you've got Jeff Honnold over to my left running it. Bounce pass inside. Turnaround jump shot is up and good for Comas. That'll make it to 15-4. Smith with it on the right wing, gets it off to Wessel. Wessel looking to drive in, kick pass over to Carson Bauer, pump fake, drives into the lane, lost it, gathers it back in, layup up good, count the basket, and he'll draw the foul. Carson Bauer comes in averaging 12 a game for the Wheelers. He's about halfway there right now. That foul on Trey Peterson, his first team foul number 6 on the Spartans. Bauer 2 of 2 at the line, getting a chance for the and one here. It's up in good. He's got all 7 of the Wheelers' points. Flathers with it out near the scores table. Now penetrates in the lane off that right side. Shot is blocked. And it'll be Carson Bauer grabbing the rebound. Off now to Colin. Colin up the right side. Penetrates in. Gets all the way to the rim and lays it up and in. Audubon battling their way back into this one. Down now by just a 6 at 15-9. They were down at one point, 15-4. But now we've got a steal. Wessel will come up with it. Off now to Dice to head to Smith. A shot blocked by Emgarten, who comes up with a rebound to head to Peterson. Colin Bauer back defensively, and we're going to get a block call going to go on Colin Bauer. That'll be number 2 on him. I just heard another whistle as I looked down to right. I don't know if we had anything else there. And then we got a technical foul, and that is going to go on Gavin Smith. So Gavin Smith will pick up the technical. That will be his second foul. That'll be the 4th team foul against Audubon. Trey Peterson will head to the free throw line. He'll shoot 2 for the foul. So we have a foul and then a technical. Carson Bauer getting a Band-Aid from Coach Mullenix. Peterson, a 60% free throw shooter, misses the first one. Minute 12 left here in the first quarter of play. Free throw on the way. It is up. It is good. 16-9 now in favor of the Spartans. Again, they jumped up 8-0 here. And now we've got the technical free throws going to be shoot by Flathers. Flathers is a 79% free throw shooter, so he'll shoot the technical free throws. Free throw on the way. It's up and good. 17-9 in favor of the Spartans. That one up good as well. And Flathers knocks down both, and the lead is back to 9 at 18-9. Largest lead again for the Spartans has been 11. They'll get the ball now with a minute 12 left here in this first quarter. They get it into Flathers out near the half-court line. Flathers up top to Peterson, over the left side to Kilworth. Kilworth with it, back off to Flathers. Pump fake, and a step back 3 shot blocked by Smith. Kilworth comes up with a rebound, has it knocked away down underneath the rim. It'll be out of bounds, last touch by Wessel. And it will be a Spartan basketball. Somebody alive here from the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages. Gatorade helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform. Inbounds pass comes to Kilworth, now over to Peterson. Peterson drives in, bounces over on the right side to Comas. Comas gets around Wessel, but Wessel did a nice job of recovering. Comas able to lay it up and over him, and the lead back to 11 now at 20-9. Colin Bauer over to Smith, now to Dice. They look for the cutter. They find Carson Bauer down on the block, back out to Dice on the wing. He'll drive in, leaves it off for Carson Bauer. 3 on the way up, no good. Rebound tipped around and gathered in by Comas. Dice tipped it a couple of times, just couldn't quite gather it in. Now he'll hustle back as Peterson leaves it over for Flathers, who tries to find Kilworth. That pass a little behind him. He'll track it down on the wing, gets it up top to Emgarten, now off to Flathers. 18 seconds left first quarter. Yeah, Comas drives in out to Emgarten, right wing 3 on the way, short ball through the hands of Carson Bauer, out of bounds. And the Spartans will get it back with 9.6 seconds left here in the quarter. Miller checking in now for Wessel. Peterson will check out as Quentin White, a 6-foot sophomore, checks in. Spartans have went 8 deep so far. Wheelers have went 6. Carson Bauer kicks the inbound pass out of bounds. They were looking for Flathers right over here on the right wing. Spartans will keep possession. They lob it in up top to Comas, over to the right side to Flathers, back off to Comas. Comas over to the left side, down to Kilworth, down to 3 seconds. They get it. White with it up top. Flathers, the shot is going to be waved off, no good. It wouldn't have counted if it would have went, but the Spartans lead it here 20-9 at the end of the first quarter. Second quarter, 1 minute away right here on 93.7 KKRL.
At Carroll County Solid Waste, we deliver environmental services together. Why together? Because together we're stronger and more effective. We're proud to partner with you to recycle plastics. Recyclable plastic will have the number 1 or 2 inside the recycle symbol. It's generally a food, beverage, soap, or cleaner container. Make sure they're empty, give them a quick rinse if possible, and put the cap back on. These plastics are not recyclable. They belong in the trash. Visit our website at carrollcountylandfill.com for details of how you can be part of the recycling team, because together, everyone achieves more.
Being a part of a team is not only fun, it can give our students a sense of identity and help them develop long-term relationships. This is Dr. Nate Luth, Next Generation Chiropractic. Student athletes, make sure you are taking care of your body before, during, and after the game. Proper warm-ups and cool-down are vital to staying on the field or court, and having regular chiropractic appointments can help reduce the risk of injury. Stay in the game by taking care of your body. Good luck to all area student athletes this season. Let's stay healthy and have fun.
Quick update for you here in the NFL playoffs. Cincinnati right now leading near the halftime over the Raiders at 20-6. So just over a minute left. Raiders do have the ball at their own 46-yard line. Here it's 20-9 in favor of the Spartans. Peterson gets it over to Emgard. He'll drive in left side. Reverse layup is not being good. 22-9 now in favor of the Spartans. Colin Bauer will bring it up. Lobs it over to Dice on the left side. He'll fire up a three. It's up no good. And the rebound taken down by Emgarten. Kicks it ahead for Flathers and throws it over his head. And credit Jackson Dice with the hustle that time. He was sprinting back defensively and forced that pass to go high, and it was too high, and it ended up bounding out of bounds. So that hustle all goes to Jackson Dice. He doesn't get credited with the steal, but he forced that turnover. Ball inside now to Edward Miller. Smith will pick up the assist. Miller with his first bucket here tonight. And the Wheelers trail it here 22-21, and now they feed it out to Emgarten. He'll fire up a three off the left side. It's up no good. Jackson Dice comes down with a rebound. (22 to 11) here our score. Smith again on the right elbow, up top to Collin, over to the Dice on the left wing. Dice with it, lobs it into Miller on the block, back out to Dice on the wing, up top to Collin, going to fire up a three. It's up no good. Miller comes down with a rebound. Now Dice will drive in. His floater in the lane is up in good. Jackson Dice with the bucket. Makes it 22-13. Long pass down. Penetrating in. It's shot up by White. No good, but a whistle and a foul going to go on Audubon. That's going to go on Gavin Smith, which is going to be number 3 on him. So Smith going to have to be very, very careful here. Can't afford to have him on the bench. Free throw by White is up, bounces around the rim, no good. White's first miss at the free throw line this season. Braden Wessel will check in for Smith. Flathers will check out, and Radcliffe will check back in for the Spartans. Second free throw by White. This one up off the front of the rim, but squeezes over, bounces around a couple of times, and falls in. It's 23-13. Colin Bauer brings it up, penetrates it on the right side, kicks it over to Carson on the wing. He'll penetrate on the baseline. Look for the cutter, Miller. Dropping down defensively that time was White. He'll knock it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Wheelers. Roselle Mutual halftime report coming up at the halftime here. And bounce pass comes to Carson on the right side. Spins down on the baseline. Takes it out now on the right wing to Wessel. Back out to Bauer on the right wing. He'll penetrate in. Dump pass inside for Miller. Tip and stolen away. And then Miller going to be called for the reach-in, trying to steal it back. That'll be number 1 on Miller. Team foul number 6 on the Wheelers. So each team 1 foul away from putting the other team in the 1-and-1. This doubleheader, our only basketball here today. I'll write up recap stories with full stats for the Wheelers. I'll get that on the Brinks Exterior Sports Report coming up following the ballgame. I'll do that when I get back up home later on it today. Edward Miller picks up the steal that time for the Wheelers defensively. Their second steal of the day. Dice gets it back down to Miller on the baseline. Miller working right now against Radcliffe. Kicks it out, and they're going to call him for a travel. Drug that pivot foot just before he kicked that pass over to Carson Bauer. Flathers and Nelson will check in. Comas and White will check out for the Spartans. We'll also get a recap of the Twin Lakes Conference Wrestling Tournament, which is going on in Rockwell City with 2 of our area teams, South Central Calhoun and ESAC. We'll get that typed up as well. Flathers with it up top. Works it now over to the left side to Peterson. Off into the hands of Emgarten. Over to Flathers. Flathers back over the left side to Peterson. Running that motion offense. Peterson spins down to the baseline. Tough shot off the side of the backboard. Ball knocked into the hands of Nelson. Knocked away from him, but into Radcliffe's hands. Back out now to Emgarten. Right side 3 up, no good. And Carson Bauer clears his 4th rebound. He'll run. Drives it down 1-on-3, and the layup on the other end is up in good. Bauer now with a 9. And it's 23-15. Driving in is Emgarten. Gets to the rim, split right between a couple of defenders. I think the defenders anticipated him kicking the pass back out, and he didn't, and wisely went right to the rim. Wessel now drives in, gets it up top to Colin Bauer. Colin going to drive in, shot blocked by Nelson. Rebound taken down by Flathers. Went up with the right hand on the left side, and that was an easy block for the defender. And now the layup by Radcliffe, good on the other end. Got to use that left hand when you're on the left side. That way the defender has to come across your body. Wessel with it to Miller, back out to Wessel. Over now to Colin Bauer. They try to feed a tough pass through traffic, stolen away. Out in front of the pack, and the layup is up and good for Emgarten. He's got 8 here in the ballgame. And the lead is all of a sudden 14 at 29-15. Now Carson Bauer going to double dribble in the lane. 4:23 left here in this first half of play. Coming to you live here from the Gatorade broadcast booth. Coach Newton wants a timeout. His team right now on a run. It is a 6-0 run right now for the Spartans. They lead at 29-15. Back in 30 seconds right here on 93.7 KKRL.
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business, from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
4:20 left, first half of play. Jeff Blankman with you here today. Tyler Bruner monitoring things back from the studio. Jeff Honnold running our video broadcast, which is powered by New Way Ford in Coon Rapids. So go to YouTube, search 1380 KCIM. You can pull it up and watch and listen to the broadcast. 29-15 Spartans. Trey Peterson drives in over the Flathers. Right side 3 on the way up, no good. Rebound batted around. It's loose out near half court. Carson Bauer hustling back that time with Radcliffe. Knocked it into the backcourt, and Radcliffe picked it up. Peterson with it now out high. Wheelers go man-to-man. Flathers with it on the right side. Feeds it into Nelson. Nelson kicks it back up top to Radcliffe. Radcliffe spins into the lane. Ball knocked away by Carson Bauer, and then we're going to get a reach-in foul. Going to go on Carson Bauer, and that's going to be number 1 on him. So that'll be the 7th team foul on the Wheelers. A 1-and-1 coming up here for Easton Nelson, a 52% free throw shooter on the season. Spartans right now 4 of 6 from the free throw line in this first half. Free throw on the way. It is up. It is no good, but the rebound taken down by Emgarten. And they get it inside to Nelson. Shot blocked that time by Carson Bauer. Dice comes up with a rebound. Off to Wessel. Wessel ahead now to Dice on the left wing. Dice going to drive in. Gets it in the lane over to Carson Bauer. Right side 3 on the way. It's up no good. And the rebound taken down that time by Radcliffe. Radcliffe will push for the Spartans. Wheelers do a nice job getting back defensively, but don't shut off the dribble lane. And they leave the ball inside to the Spartans, and they dump it off to Flathers, and Flathers able to lay it up and in. And it's now 31-15. Timeout on the floor called by the Audubon Wheelers. We'll step away, take a break. Back in 30 seconds here on 93.7.
At Carroll County Solid Waste, we deliver environmental services together. Why together? Because together we're stronger and more effective. We're proud to partner with you to recycle plastics. Recyclable plastic will have the number 1 or 2 inside the recycle symbol. It's generally a food, beverage, soap, or cleaner container. Make sure they're empty, give them a quick rinse if possible, and put the cap back on. These plastics are not recyclable. They belong in the trash. Visit our website at carrollcountylandfill.com for details of how you can be part of the recycling team, because together, everyone achieves more.
Looks to bring it up. They'll get it off now to Miller, off into the hands of Carson Bauer. Carson back off to Collin. 3:10 left here first half. Again, Darren Miller, one of the Audubon girls, expected to join us here at halftime of this boys game. We'll chat about that Audubon girls game here. Edward Miller down on the block. Turnaround jumper up, no good. And the rebound taken down by Nelson. That one in and out. Head now to Trey Peterson. Down to the corner to Radcliffe on the right side. Radcliffe pass inside, knocked away. A whistle and a foul going to go on Miller. That'll be number 2 on Miller. Team foul number 8 against the Wheelers. Nelson at the line. 0 for 1 here today. Missed his last attempt, but Emgarten able to get in there and get the rebound. Free throw on the way. It is up and good. 32-15. Second one upcoming. It's on the way. It is up and good. 33-15 in favor of the Spartans. Pressure again by Exira-EHK Kimballton. Wessel ahead now on the left side. Colin Bauer leads it off for Miller. Back to Colin on the baseline. He'll drive in. Little floater up and good. 33-17 now the score. 2.5 left here first half. Motor Inn player of the game coming up following the ballgame. And now Radcliffe split between Miller and Carson Bauer down on the right block and then had the ball knocked away and out of bounds. It'll be out of bounds to Exira-EHK Kimballton. One of the officials seeing something out on the floor, picking it up. There's a piece of candy or something laying out there. Peterson inbound on the baseline, finds Radcliffe on the left, block one, dribble in lane. Little jump hook, no good. Nelson, the offensive rebound, put back, no good, but a whistle and a foul going to go on the Wheelers. And that is going to go on Carson Bauer. That'll be number 2 on him, 9th team foul against the Wheelers. Darren Coleman is set to check back in. Nelson at the line, foul this time in the active shooting. He'll get 2. Free throw on the way is up and good. One more foul on the Wheelers, and the Spartans will shoot 2 the rest of this half. More basketball coverage coming up for you Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday of next week. Double header for you on 2 games, or 2 different broadcasts, so a double header on Monday night. I think 1 game Tuesday, 1 game Thursday. Colin Bauer with it, 35-17. Spartans. Miller with it. Pass is tipped by Flathers, gathered in by Colin Bauer. Colin lobs it over to Dice now. Dice with it on the right side. Back up top to Colin, over to the left side to Wessel. Wessel over to the left to wing it to Carson. Inside to Miller on the block. Miller kicks it back out to Wessel. 3 on the way up, no good. And the rebound taken down by Emgard. He'll push it in, throws it again too far in front of Flathers and out of bounds. Flathers sprinting down the court as hard as he could, and that ball led him by a couple of feet too many. Turnover will give it back over to the Wheelers as Kilworth will check back into the ball game. And he'll check into the game now for Emgarten. Emgarten has played well here tonight. He's got 10 so far. Carson off to Colin. They break the pressure. Brings it down on the right side. Takes it down to the baseline. He'll fire up a 3. Trey Peterson comes up with a rebound. They're going to say that shot was partially blocked. Trey Peterson drives down. Shot up off of the rim, off of the right side. Got right down. Deist was there defensively, but Jackson unable to get stopped. And Trey right there at the rim on that right side by the block. And now Nelson jumps the passing lane, but steps on the sideline as he fed it to Kilworth. And the ball back over to Audubon. That Spartan defense jumping a lot of passing lanes. Audubon right now lofting a lot of passes, not being crisp with them, and the guy that's catching the pass not coming to the ball. And that's allowed the Spartans to jump quite a few passing lanes here today. Dice with it now off to Colin. Over to the right side to Wessel. Wessel down to Carson. Carson with it on the right wing. Lobs a pass into Miller, and it missed its target. Peterson ahead now to Flathers. He'll catch, jump stop, and the shot off the left side, no good of the rim, but the rebound to Kilworth, and he'll lay it up and in. 39-17. Now we're going to get a whistle and a foul. Going to go on the Spartans, and that'll go on Aiden Flathers. That'll be number 1 on him, team foul number 7, and that'll put Colin Bauer at the line. Colin, a 71% free throw shooter on the season. Raiders score right before half. Bengals lead is 20-13. Jeff Honnold bet on the Bengals, so he's going to end up losing that probably off the point spread. Free throw on the way. It is up and good. He's just staring straight ahead. (39-18). Second free throw on the way. It is up. It is good. I will say, though, that, Jeff, you do bet better than Doug Waniger does. He bets against his Hawkeyes all the time and loses to me constantly with bets. I always bet with his Hawkeyes, and he bets against them. Radcliffe hands it off to Kilworth. Now off to Peterson. 40 seconds left. They'll work it down inside it to Radcliffe. Radcliffe on the left block, gets into the lane, goes up over Miller, and lays it up and in. Jackson Radcliffe with his 3rd bucket. It's 41-19. Carson Bauer drives in on the left side, goes under the rim, misses the shot. The rebound to Emgarten. He'll push it up, now cuts into the lane. Runner on the way up, no good. And the rebound batted around. It's going to be Emgarten coming up with it. He'll dump it inside to Radcliffe. Pump fake. Got the defender in the air, and he'll draw some contact and get himself to the free throw line. Nothing going right here in this first half right now for Audubon. That foul on Jackson Dice going to be his first. And Exira-Elkhorn-Kimballton understanding that this is a well-coached team by Doug Newton, and they see a team right now that's struggling, and they're looking to put the hammer down on them here in the first half, try to end this one by halftime if they could. Radcliffe knocks down the free throw. First free throw attempt for him in the game. He is a 63% free throw shooter. 12.9 seconds left here in the half. It's 42-19 in favor right now of Exira-Elkhorn-Kimballton. Second one coming up. It's on the way. It is up and good. Radcliffe will check out as White checks back into the ballgame. He's got 2 fouls, so Coach Newton didn't want him picking up number 3. Miller gets it to Colin Bauer. Colin across half court, gets it now off to Dice, back to Colin. 8 seconds left, over to Carson. Left side to Miller, underneath to Wessel. Wessel catches, kick pass over to Dice, and the layup is good right before the buzzer. So the Audubon Wheelers with maybe one of their best offensive possessions right here before the half. They'll trail it 43-21 here at the halftime. We'll step away. We'll take a break. We've got our Roselle Mutual halftime report. That's coming up for you next right here on 93.7 KKRL.
Working as a team to achieve success is the only way towards victory. Hi, this is Kelly Danner. Having teammates that have your back isn't just for game day. It's important when it comes to your insurance coverage too. Roselle Mutual and Grinnell Mutual are here to provide you with a winning lineup of quality insurance no matter what your needs are. Give us a call today at 792-4525 for your commercial, farm, home, and auto insurance needs. Roselle Mutual, proudly insuring the area since 1876.
This is Iowa, and Avela Bank has called Iowa home since 1870. With 17 locations across the state, we're proud to be part of your community. Right now, you can open an Avela Bank Simply Free checking account for you or your business and get a new debit card immediately. We'll even buy your old bank's unused checks. Stop by or visit us online to see how we're making better banking available for you. Avela Bank, member FDIC.
The door to rewarding career opportunities is closer than you think. All you have to do is open it. DMAC's Carroll campus is your gateway to in-demand, rewarding careers. You can even earn a 4-year degree on campus, thanks to a partnership with UNI and Buena Vista University. It's all waiting for you at the DMAC Carroll campus. So open the door to a better life at DMAC in Carroll today. DMAC, life's calling.
One of the best kept secrets in Carroll is JP Flooring. I was looking to replace the floor in a couple rooms at home. It can be super overwhelming with all of the options available. I popped by JP Flooring and was super surprised and impressed with the showroom and selection. I had no idea how extensive their product lines were. They have a designer on staff that helped me narrow down what I was looking for. When you change your floors, it changes the whole character of a room. I used their product visualizer and could literally see in advance what the styles would look like in my room. I totally recommend JP Flooring in Carroll.
Family owned and operated since 1948, Quant Auto Salvage is the area's best full-service scrap facility. Whether you are looking to sell scrap iron, vehicles, or batteries, or you need to locate that difficult-to-find part for your vehicle, they have what you need. And if it isn't in stock, they can locate it with their nationwide parts database, or you can pull it yourself at their You Pull It. Quant Auto Salvage. They sell the best and recycle the rest on Kitty Hawk Avenue in Carroll.
Roselle Mutual Insurance, a proud sponsor of today's halftime show. Roselle Mutual believes in the value of youth activities to help develop adults that will be our future community leaders. They're your hometown teammate for commercial, farm, home, and auto insurance needs. Call them today at 712-792-4525. We've got Aaliyah Hermanson and Darren Miller sent to join us here from the Audubon girls team as they fall earlier today, 58-53. And joining me right now is Aaliyah. Aaliyah, hard-fought game here today. You girls knew it coming in. They came in undefeated, ranked number 3. This would have been a nice one to get, but had to be happy with overall how you girls played.
Yeah, I mean, going into the locker room after the game, I was really happy with how we played, and I think the rest of the girls were too. Big kudos to Cheyenne Barber. She really went out there and executed on Macy. Our goal was to obviously not let her have a lot of wide open threes, and I think she did just that.
Talk about that defensive effort, because you were trying to shut her down. That allowed them to get some shots from the outside, and Quinn Grubbs and also Shea Burmeister were able to get open from the three-point line here today. Yeah, I mean, we gave up a few other looks by having Cheyenne guard Macy, but I mean, it's going to happen. They're going to hit threes, we're going to hit threes, and it's just a game of runs. So, I mean, I'm not disappointed with how we played. Able to get Sienna Albertson going early. You were looking for her. You know that she's one of the shooters. What were you seeing? How were you able to kind of get her going there in that first half? Yep, so on our play Louisville, we pass it and then pass it to the corner, and they would take me away. So I think once we got it skipped back up to the top, the key was to get it reversed really fast over to Sienna, because I think she hit like 3 or 4 in a row. So that, you know, most defenses are going to focus on you and on JC. How do you try to adapt to that? How do you try to work around that? Because that's got to be a lot of pressure on you, especially with like the Spartans. They came out and pressured you today. So you've got somebody tailing you pretty much everywhere you go. Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of something that you get used to, I guess. But, I mean, setting lots of screens, just making sure you're moving on offense. And then, I mean, obviously set plays too. They always work, but, I mean, you just got to make sure you run the play, run it right, and, I mean, don't be a robot on offense. You got to just take what the defense gives you, I guess. Picked up your 4th foul there late in the third quarter, had to sit. You guys went from down 4 to all of a sudden down 12, and Coach had the decision he had to make, put you back in. You had to be very careful. I think you played until the final couple of seconds of the game before you finally did foul out. But what led you think to that? You guys all of a sudden down 12, all of a sudden you're down 2 with a chance there with about a minute left in the game. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to sit, but I picked up a 4th, and I mean, we can't be fouling out that early. So I mean, I think he made the right choice to sit me, and I mean, they shot the ball really well. They shot lights out. So I mean, it's kudos to them. They're a good team, and you shot it well today though as well. When did you realize you were kind of on from the 3-point line? I would say after I hit like my first 2. And then I feel like I just got into a rhythm after that. Well, I tell you what, Aaliyah, it's always good to catch up with you. Appreciate you coming up. Best of luck the rest of the way. Thank you. You bet. Aaliyah Hermanson joining us. We've got Darren Miller. We're going to slide him down 1 row here if we can get him so he's on the camera a little bit. And Darren, tough one here today. I was just talking to Aaliyah about that. I know you guys want to beat the Spartans 58-53, but they're undefeated, ranked number 3 in the state. Even though it's a loss today, this has got to give this team a lot of confidence going into the playoffs that this is a team that can make a run.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, yes, I thought we executed pretty well defensively. What we tried to do, we tried to take away Macy, obviously, and then Grubbs and all the 5 girls for Exira are really good. You know, they're smart basketball players. They know what to do, and they hit some shots. And you know, you got to give up something. And Westwood kind of gave up, and you know, we still were in the game. You know, we talked about the end of the game in the locker room there. You know, you take away there was possessions there where we gave them 5 or 6 offensive rebounds. You know, you take away those, you take away some silly turnovers. You know, we're still in the game, but you know, those are things that you can't do, like I said, against good teams. Good teams will capitalize on that when you don't get offensive, when you don't secure the rebound, or if you don't take care of the basketball, good teams are going to score. And you got to give your team a lot of credit. Down 12 there when Aaliyah goes to the bench after she picked up that 4th foul. You were down 4, and then it got up to 12. You make a run against them. You get it down to 2 with about a minute left, so you give yourself a chance. That says a lot about the character of this team. No quit in them. Yeah, we had, I knew when we got down 12, I couldn't have Aaliyah sitting. She had to be out in the court, and just had to roll with it, and so. But yeah, they didn't quit, and they kept fighting. And like you said, Sienna Albertson hit some big shots for us, which was good. And and I think all those girls can shoot them. It's just a matter of confidence and firing it away. You mentioned the defense. Cheyenne Barber didn't score today, but man, did she do a nice job against Macy Engarten. She's one of those girls that I just really like her. She's just has a really good attitude. She'll do what you ask. She knows she's not going to score.
Yep.
And she knows her role. And her role tonight was to get rebounds and do the best she can against Macy. And I thought she did all right. So she's one of those girls that I really enjoy coaching.
Coach, that final possession offensively for you guys, you got a good look from Kate Tessman over there.
Yeah.
What were you trying to set up down 3 there?
That was it. Yeah, we ran a play either to get for her a 3 or if Leah could get around the corner for the 3. We got a great look. That was kind of what we ran it actually pretty good, and got a great look. It didn't go in. That's the way it goes.
Coach, sitting 9-5 right now, 5-2 though in the Western Iowa Conference. After today, this is a non-conference game, but where do you feel like this team is at here in the second half of the season?
Well, what it really hurt, Audrey, rolled her ankle last Monday, and she had been playing really well.
Yes, she had.
And I hope, I think she'll be back next week sometime. So, but it's also good when her being out, other girls were getting some time, and like Maddie and Sienna are doing well. And so, I always feel like each year, as we get toward the start of the season, we've got to be getting better and better, and I think we are. And we got a tough one coming Tuesday. We go down to Trainer, so it doesn't get any easier.
Well, Coach, appreciate you joining us here today. Great effort out of you and the girls. Appreciate you coming up and talking to us.
You bet. Thank you.
You bet. Head coach Darren Miller again with the Audubon girls basketball team. Again, they fall here today by a final of 58-53. And, of course, you're listening to the Roselle Mutual Halftime Report. Roselle Mutual Insurance, again, a proud sponsor of today's halftime show. Let's quickly look you through the numbers here in our boys game with Audubon trailing Exira-EHK Kimmelton here 43-21. Aiden Flathers with 9. Cash Emgarten with 8. Trey Peterson 3. Jackson Radcliffe with 8. Easton Nelson with 8. James Kilworth with 2. Quentin White with 1. And Derek Comas with 4. The Spartans 10 of 13 from the free throw line. For the Wheelers here in the first half, Jackson Deist has got 4 points to go with 4 rebounds. Gavin Smith has got 2 rebounds and an assist. Edward Miller with 2 points to go with a rebound. Braden Wessel has got an assist and a steal. Carson Bauer right now with 9 points to go with 4 rebounds here in this first half. And Colin Bauer with 6 points in the first half. The Wheelers 5 of 5 from the free throw line. Roselle Mutual, again, a proud sponsor of today's halftime show. Roselle Mutual believes in the value of youth activities to help develop adults or be our future community leaders. They are your hometown teammates for commercial, farm, home, and auto insurance needs. Call them today at 712-792-4525. 43-21 our score right now. We are at the halftime here today, again on 93.7 KKRO. Also on our YouTube page, if you want to watch and listen to the second half, you can pull up YouTube, search 1380 KCIM, and you can watch and listen to the game here today. Jeff Honnold over here running our broadcast, and our video broadcast is powered by New Way Ford in Coon Rapids. Audubon will have the ball as we start the second half. Gavin Smith with it. Gets it up top to Dice, over the left side to Collin. Collin looking to drive in, going to be held by Flathers. So that'll be number 1 on Flathers, team foul number 1 on the Spartans here in the second half. And of course, we're always coming to you live from the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages. Gatorade helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform. Smith the inbound, gets it into Collin. Collin drives in, kick pass down to the right corner. Diced open for 3, it's a long. And the rebound taken down on the weak side up by the Spartans, Nelson. Off now to Peterson, he'll bring it up. Flathers with it right wing. Flathers looking inside it for Nelson, nothing there. I'll get it back up top to Flathers. He'll fire up the 3, it's up and good. Both of the 3s today for the Spartans are from Flathers. The lead is at 25 at 46-21. Colin Bauer with it. Dribbling around up top, ball knocked away that time by Emgarten. It was off the foot of Carson, but picked up by the Wheelers. Colin will get it, gets it up top to Dice. Dice looking to drive, got the right side, dumps it down to Miller on the baseline, now to Collin on the wing. He'll drive in, his floater off the glass, no good. Dice tips the rebound, but it'll be tracked down by Peterson, who throws it off to Colin Bauer. His layup is no good, ball going to be knocked out of bounds. Last touched by Colin Bauer, and it will be Spartan basketball. 6:56 left here in the third quarter of play. Quick shout out to New Way Ford in Coon Rapids, sponsoring Sports on the Go with me. We'll tell you about their New Way Ford feature vehicle here in a moment. Peterson leaves it off for Radcliffe. He'll drive into the lane, goes up over Colin Bauer. Shot no good. Gavin Smith up high for the 3rd rebound of the day for him. He'll get it off to Colin, and Colin will bring it up. Gets it off now to Carson. Carson rolls to the top, now spins back to the right, gets it over to Miller. Right side 3 on the way up. Good. Edward Miller has got 5 here today. Carson Bauer picks up the assist. It's 46-24. Peterson over the left side to Flathers. Up top now to Nelson, left side. Get it back to Flathers up top. Gets it back off into the hands of Emgarten. He'll dribble over to the right side. Takes it out on the wing. Back up top to Flathers. Over to Peterson on the left side. Down inside. They work it to Radcliffe. Radcliffe at the rim. His layup is up in good. Got it right over to the right side of the rim and lays it up and in. It's 48-24. Spartans with the lead. 5:50 left in the third quarter. Miller up top to Deist. Over to the left side now to Collin. Miller will roll through. Nothing there. Good defense that time by Nelson. They get Miller now on the right side. He'll catch. Looks to drive in. Gets inside that right elbow. Picks up the dribble. Out top to Carson. Left side, top of the key. Carson will drive in. Back over to Miller. Left wing to right wing three. Up no good. Rebound tipped into the hands of Smith. Smith gets it back over now to Miller. Miller into the lane. Runner up no good. And the rebound taken down by Emgarten. Emgarten will bring it up for the Spartans. Picked up by Carson Bauer. Drives in on the left side. Off to Flathers. And Flathers travels with the basketball. Didn't get that dribble down before picked up that pivot foot over here on the left wing. Saw a driving lane and thought he could get into it, but ends up traveling with the basketball. And the turnover gives it back over to the Wheelers. Colin Bauer looking to drive it. We're going to get a bump and foul, and that's going to be number 3 on Flathers, his second here in the half. It'll be the second team foul against the Spartans. Colin Bauer to inbound on the baseline. They'll put 4 across the free throw line. They lob it into Dice, left side, top of the key. Carson got it up top, dribbles down the right side. And Carson Bauer's layup is up and good. Nice spin move in the lane that time by Carson. 48-26, Peterson with it. And now we're going to get a hold out top, and that's going to go on Colin Bauer, his third. First team foul against the Wheelers here in the half. Kilworth now checks in for Flathers. And now Braden Wessel will check into the ball game for Colin Bauer. So now when you hear the name Bauer, it'll be Carson, as Colin is not on the floor. Kilworth hands it off to Peterson. He'll set in the half-court line over to the right side to Kilworth. We've got Radcliffe working on the block right now against Gavin Smith. They go up top to Nelson. He'll drive down right side, draws a foul, and gets himself to the free throw line. Wheelers did triple team him down on the block, but he was able to go up through that triple team. And that one's going to go on number 13, they say. And that is going to be on Edward Miller. So Miller will pick up his third. Free throw on the way is up and good for Nelson. Nelson is 5 for 5 at the line here today. Spartans' lead is 23 at 49-26. Second one up good as well. So here was a guy hitting 52% from the free throw line. Misses his first today and has not missed since, as he has hit 6 of 7. Diced up top to the left elbow. Ball knocked away. He tried to feed it up top to Carson, to Bauer, and the ball knocked away by Emgarten. It's out of bounds off Emgarten. It'll stay with the Spartans. 4:35 left here, third quarter. Right side now to Miller. Up top to Carson. Bauer looking to drive. Spins into the lane, and the layup with the left hand is up and good. Carson Bauer really good getting you going one direction, then spinning back the other way. Really likes to spin to his left. Peterson with it, feeds it in now to Radcliffe. Radcliffe tried to pass it through trouble to Nelson, but the ball popped up into the air and stolen away by Gavin Smith. Smith will bring it up right side, up top now to Wessel, over to the left side to Deist. Deist with it, penetrates in, ball knocked away, gathers it back in, now kicks it out to Miller. Right side to 3, up and good. Edward Miller with his second 3. Deist will pick up the assist. Wheelers down 19 now at 50-31 with 3:45 left here in the third quarter. Peterson out top with it. Now over to Nelson, left side top of the key to to Radcliffe. Now off to Peterson. Peterson down the left side. Back up top to Radcliffe. Radcliffe with it. Bounces it inside to Nelson on the left block, working against Miller. Shot blocked, and Miller comes up with a rebound. Outlets it now over to Wessel. Wessel will bring it ahead, dumps it underneath, and Miller's layup is up in good. Edward Miller has got 8 here in the second half. It's 50-33. He's got 10 here in the ballgame. Told you that young man's got the potential to be pretty good. Emgarten over to Peterson out high on the right side. Now brings it up top, backs it out near the half-court circle. Over the left side, Carson Bauer trying to jump the passing lane. Emgarten caught it, went to the ground, lost it. Radcliffe picks it up and then travels with the basketball, and the turnover going to give it over to Audubon. Comus will check into the ball game now. He'll check in for Radcliffe. We're going to get a timeout on the floor. 50-33 in favor of the Spartans. Wheelers, though, on a nice little run. 2:58 left third quarter. Back in 30 seconds here on 93.7 at KKRL.
At Carroll County Solid Waste, we deliver environmental services together. Why together? Because together we're stronger and more effective. We're proud to partner with you to recycle plastics. Recyclable plastic will have the number 1 or 2 inside the recycle symbol. It's generally a food, beverage, soap, or cleaner container. Make sure they're empty, give them a quick rinse if possible, and put the cap back on. These plastics are not recyclable. They belong in the trash. Visit our website at carrollcountylandfill.com for details of how you can be part of the recycling team, because together, everyone achieves more.
2:58 to go, third quarter, a 17-point Spartan lead. Wheelers with the basketball. Spartans came out with some full court pressure now before the inbound. They'll drop back into their half court. Wessel will bring it up, brings it over on the right side, finds Smith. Now to Carson Bauer on the right elbow, knocked and stolen away by Emgarten. Emgarten on the break, Dice hustles back, but Emgarten goes right up over the front of the rim and lays it up and in. And the lead is 19. Now Carson Bauer pushes it down, kicks it to Wessel over to Miller, and Miller shot off the glass up and good. Braden Wessel with his third assist, Edward Miller with another bucket. It's 52 down to 35. Kilworth with it on the right wing, up top now to Nelson. Over to Emgarten, left side top of the key, up to Kilworth. Kilworth, pump fake, gets down to the right elbow, pull up jumper from there, in and out, no good. Smith will come up with his 5th rebound. Off to Wessel. Wheelers got a chance to get right back into this one. Get trimming on this thing, get it down into single digits early in the fourth quarter. Miller up top to Gavin Smith. He'll drive in, finds Miller on the baseline. Baseline jumper up, in and out, no good. And Emgarten will clear the rebound for the Spartans. They find Nelson at the free throw line. Kick pass to Kilworth on the right side. Up top to Peterson. Over to the left side to Emgarten. Emgarten up top to Nelson. Right side Kilworth. Wheelers stay man-to-man. Over to Emgarten. Drives in off the left side. Pull up jumper up, no good. Smith clears his 6th rebound. Wessel kicks it ahead to Dice on the left wing. Dice has got Miller underneath. Lob pass into Miller. Goes up on Nelson. Got bumped. No call, but lays it up and in. It was definitely body on that one. Probably should have been a foul. It's 52-37. Bumped him underneath the basket on the shot. Peterson over to the right side. Comes off a screen. Works it down on the right corner now to Emgarten. Back off to Peterson. Over to the left side to Kilworth. He'll drive in. Over now to Peterson. Pull up jumper from 15 up, no good. The rebound and Nelson put back his block. And now we're going to get Miller coming down with the rebound, but he was under the basket and he was standing on the baseline when he grabbed that rebound, and the ball going to go back over to the Spartans. Miller will check out. Colin Bauer going to check in. Kilworth and Nelson will check out. Checking back in is Radcliffe along with Flathers for the Spartans. Flathers catches it, goes back into Radcliffe. Radcliffe against Smith, able to lay it up and in. So Jackson Radcliffe extends that lead back now to 54-37, 17-point lead. Dice on the left wing, gets to the left elbow, now leaves it off for Smith. Bounce pass back to Dice on the give and go, but Dice didn't handle it. Flathers comes up with it ahead to Peterson. His layup on the other end up in good. Trey Peterson with a bucket. Spartans back up 19 at 56-37. Wessel over to Dice on the left wing. Dice brings it up top, now penetrates in. Gets down, it's stolen away by Emgarten as he took a high dribble. Emgarten picked his pocket. Emgarten pushes it down. Wheelers hustle back defensively. Doing a better job of that here in the second half. 20 seconds left here. Emgarten pull-up jumper from 15 off the left side up in good. Lead is at 21 at 58-37. Wessel penetrates in left side, gets down to the left block, picks up the dribble, now over to Dice, to right side, top of the key, 3 up, no good. A rebound going to be tracked down by Colin Bauer. He throws it towards the rim, over his head, and it's up and good. Colin Bauer sprints to the corner, grabs the rebound as he's going out of bounds, and throws the ball towards the hoop, and it ends up going in to end the third quarter of play at 58-40. We'll step away, fourth quarter, 1 minute away here on KKRL.
From footings to framing to finish. For farm, home, or commercial, for more than 90 years, Wall Lake Lumber Company has been proud to help our communities grow. With 4 convenient locations and one of the largest building material inventories in the area, we are sure to be able to fill all your building needs. From project design and estimating to friendly advice, we can't wait to be part of the process for you. Wall Lake Lumber, with locations in Wall Lake, Lakeview, Odebolt, and Carroll. We're not your grandpa's lumberyard.
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
We start the 4th quarter here. It is the Spartans with the basketball. Emgarten again, pull-up jumper up, no good. Smith will clear rebound at number 7. Off now to Colin Bauer. Colin ahead to Dice, 58-40. Spartans with the lead. Back out to Colin. He's feeling it now. 3 up, good. Colin Bauer with his second 3. He's got 12 here in the ballgame, and we've got a 15-point game here at 58-43. Flathers up top now to Comus. Comus with it. Inside to Radcliffe, who lost it, but Emgarten comes up with the loose basketball. He was cutting through the lane, and the ball just ended up in his hands. It's 50-43. Carter Colin Bauer underneath the Dice, and the layup's up in good. So Colin Bauer finds it diced. It's 60-45. Peterson over to Flathers, up top now to Radcliffe, to Emgarten, back to Flathers. Flathers with it. Get it inside to Radcliffe. Turnaround jumper in the lane is up in good. Radcliffe with another bucket here today. He's got 14, 6 of those here in the second half. Carson Bauer now drives in, attacks off of the rim, started on the left side, drives into the right side, and we're going to get a timeout. 62-47 in favor of the Spartans. We've got a timeout on the floor. Back in 30 seconds. Let's make that 1 minute. Let's make it a 1 minute break. We're back in 1 minute right here on 93.7 KKRL.
Community Insurance Agency.
The regional leader in healthcare, dedicated to improving the health of the people they serve. At St. Anthony Regional Cancer Center, you'll find the convenience of cancer and oncology consultation and treatment in one convenient location. At St. Anthony Clinic, you'll find a team of doctors and nurses that care about you and your family's health. St. Anthony Clinic is devoted to comprehensive health care for people of all ages. For every stage of life, always look to the cross. Always St. Anthony.
Can your roof handle extreme hail conditions? Ours can. Check it out. As you can see, our Brinks roof has stood up to the test with 0 damage. As for our competitors, well, theirs did not. Is your roof worn out or needs repair? Know that not all roofers and shingles are created equal. If you need honest feedback whether your roof needs to be repaired or replaced, get a second opinion. And call the Roof Pros at Brinks Exteriors, 920-ROOF-PRO.
Mission of your community bank. Audubon State Bank. Go Wheelers.
Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Wheeler's coming out with some pressure. Peterson open for 3 right side. It's up no good. The rebound taken down by Radcliffe. His putback in front of the rim is up in good. Radcliffe extends it to a 17-point game at 64-47. Diced over to Colin Bauer. Colin looking to drive in. Runner in the lane up. They're going to wave off the shot. It fell, but they're going to wave off the shot. That foul on Flathers before the shot. Going to be his 4th, and it'll be the 3rd team foul against the Spartans here in the half. Nelson will check in now for Flathers. Edward Miller going to check back in for the Wheelers. And he will check in for Braden Wessel. 64-47. Checking out now Radcliffe for the Spartans. As Kilworth comes back in. Lob pass over to Dice on the left side. Dangerous pass as Kilworth almost had an angle to steal that. Dice kicks it over to Edward Miller. 3 on the way from the right side, up in good. Edward Miller with his 3rd 3. We've got a 14-point game here at 64-40. Emgarten breaks the pressure, brings it out top. And the Spartans will reset it here. Under 6 left, and now Colin Bauer jumps the passing lane and is going to be fouled by Trey Peterson. That'll be number 2 on Peterson. Nice steal that time by Colin Bauer to create the turnover. Colin Bauer walks it up across half court, gets it over to Gavin Smith. Gavin with it, looking for the cutter. Nothing there from Carson. Over to Deist. Now to Colin. Colin looking to drive. Kick pass down to the corner to Carson. He'll drive into the lane. Shot in front of the rim up. No good. And we're going to get a whistle and a foul. Going to go against the Spartans. So Audubon much more aggressive here in this second half. And foul going to go on Easton Nelson, his 3rd. 5th team foul against the Spartans here in the half. Carson Bauer at the line to shoot 2. Fouled in the act of shooting, and the first one's up and good. He has 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Got to get this down to around a 6-point game or so, 8 6-point game with about 3 minutes left. That gives them a real good shot, or not a real good shot, but it gives them a real chance to be able to come back. 64-52. Emgarten walks it up across half court. Now to Peterson, over to Kilworth on the right side, looking inside it for Radcliffe, up top to Nelson. Nelson back over to Kilworth on the right wing. He'll hand it off to Emgarten. Emgarten penetrates down on the baseline, cut off, gets it off to Kilworth. Kilworth with it, over now into the hands of Radcliffe, out high behind that 10-foot line, defended out there by Gavin Smith. Good defense by Gavin, but Radcliffe drives all the way in. Just kind of worked his way, using his physical strength, gets himself in there, lays it up and in. Right at the rim off the right side. It's 66-52. Colin Bauer drives in, shot up no good. Rebound tipped by Smith into the hands of Colin Bauer. Now they look for Carson Bauer, and he's going to be called for the charge as Nelson knew that spin move was coming. And Carson Bauer picks up his 3rd. We talked about it. Carson loves to get into the lane a lot of times and then spin. So if you're a defender, sometimes you can look for that spin and take that charge, and that's what Nelson did there. Nelson's inbounds pass knocked away by Carson Bauer. It'll be out of bounds, and it will be Spartan basketball. They'll inbound right over here at the end of the bench next to the Audubon bench. They get it in the backcourt to Emgarten. Emgarten looking to bring it up. Lob pass ahead now to Peterson, who almost ran into Kilworth, and then he dribbles on the sideline. So good defense by Colin Bauer and Jackson Dice creating that turnover. Bengals get a field goal. They're up 23-13 early in the 3rd on the Raiders. 4.5 left in this ball game. We'll talk with Coach Mullinex, one of the guys after the game. Edward Miller over to Colin Bauer, right side 3 up. No good. Bounced around the rim a couple of times, and now Edward Miller on the foul. That is going to be number 4 on that young man. The 6'5" sophomore. Team foul number 4 here on the Wheelers. Inbounds comes to Emgarten. Bounce pass to Nelson, nearly stolen by Smith. Now pushing it ahead, they work it over underneath to Radcliffe. Radcliffe shot at the rim, up good, count the basket, and he'll draw the foul. Radcliffe has been big for them here today. I've got him unofficially right now with 20 on the day. That foul going to go on at Jackson Dice. That'll be number 2 on him. Free throw coming up here for Radcliffe. He has 2 of 2 today. Make it 2 of 3 as he misses that one. Carson Bauer comes down with the rebound. His 5th unofficially here, off to Colin. Colin brings it up. They don't come out to defend. He'll stop, fires up a 3. It's up no good. Edward Miller had the rebound and going to be fouled on the play by Radcliffe. Now the official goes down. I didn't see. I was looking down to right. I didn't see what happened to the official. Ball hit him on the head, and that's what happened. Jeff Honnold, doing our video, told me. So Edward Miller at the line. Free throw on the way is up and good. Miller, a 50% free throw shooter. His first attempt here today was up and good. Second one coming up. 68 now. 53. It's up and good. So Miller knocks down both. 68-54. Carson Bauer tips the pass, but it comes into Nelson's hands. Ahead now to Peterson out high on the right side. Peterson with it. Looking to drive on Smith. Drives in, kicks it down to Radcliffe on the right corner. Now Radcliffe drives in, and the layup is up and good. Wheelers have had a hard time stopping him and Emgarten most of the day today. Collin gets it off to Carson. Carson looking to drive. Now spins, crashes into Nelson. Fadeaway jumper off of that crash. Did a good job of keeping himself under control on that spin. And as soon as he felt Nelson, he just started to fade away. It's 70-56. Kilworth underneath again to Radcliffe. Radcliffe pump fakes, got Smith up in the air, and then went underneath the basket, lays it in on the other end. It's 72-56. Collin will bring it up. Up top to Miller, over to Carson. 3:08 left in this one, 72-56 in favor of the Spartans. Jackson Dice in the lane, shot blocked by Emgarten into the hands of Kilworth. Kilworth will dribble it up, gets it off to Nelson, left elbow, penetrates in, shot up good, and a whistle on a foul on Jackson Dice. Nelson showed some strength that time. There was a lot of contact on that shot, and Dice even got quite a bit of the ball, but some body contact as Flathers will check in now for Kilworth. 2:55 left. The Wheelers had this down to 13 and had a chance, but then it was pushed back up, and it's now 18. Free throw on the way by Nelson is in and out, no good, and the rebound to Gavin Smith. Nelson with his first miss since his first free throw. Carson Bauer out high on the left side. Mackey Motors postgame show coming up following the game. Find new roads at Mackey Motors in Lake City. Colin Bauer will drive in. His runner-up no good. Gavin Smith tries to save the rebound. It'll be out of bounds off of Smith, and it will be Spartan basketball, 2:36 remaining. Coming to you live here from the Gatorade broadcast booth, distributed by Pepsi Beverages. Gatorade helping athletes fuel, recover, and perform. Flathers gets it off now to Peterson. Back over to Flathers. Flathers will run it up. Finds Nelson in the right corner. Back out to Peterson. Spartans will be patient here. Not saying they're going to go to a stall game, but they'll be patient. Emgarten up top. Nelson. If I'm them, I only take good shots here. Something that's wide open. Emgarten with it. Now backs it up. Nearly stolen by Collin. They'll get it back off to Flathers in the lane. Bounce pass underneath to Nelson. He'll go up under the rim, lays it up and in. And draws the foul on Gavin Smith. That'll be number 4 on Smith. So Nelson will head to the line. He's got 14 here today. And that's a 20-point ball game, 76-56. Nelson 6 of 8 at the line. Missed his first one, hit 6 straight, now missed one. But he knocks that one down. And the lead is 77-56. Colin Bauer now over to Smith, drives in on the baseline, cut off, picks up the dribble, nobody away from him. Now he steps towards the rim, layup up, no good. And the rebound batted around, players diving all over. Good hustle that time by both Radcliffe and Smith. Coming up with it was Carson Bauer, and now he is going to be tied up and fouled by Emgarten. That'll be number 1 on Emgarten. Carson Bauer will head to the line. That is the 7th team foul against the Spartans. So a 1-and-1 coming up here for Carson Bauer. He is 5 of 5 at the line today. Carson with 19 points. Free throw on the way. It is up, no good. And the rebound taken down by Peterson. Audubon will drop back into a half-court man-to-man. Peterson over the Flathers on the left wing. Up top now to Radcliffe. Carson Bauer jumps the passing lane, comes up with a steal. Emgarten comes back, tries to block the shot, but unable to do so at the rim as Carson Bauer lays it up and in. And it's 77-58, minute 20 left in this one. Radcliffe with it out high on the left side. Inside now to Emgarten. Emgarten up and over Carson Bauer. Shot bounces around the rim, no good. Rebound batted around. It's going to be knocked out of bounds. It will be a Wheeler basketball. Quick shout out to New Way Ford in Coon Rapids, sponsoring Sports on the Go with me. The feature vehicle of the day is a 2016 Dodge Grand Caravan, red in color, front wheel drive. Call 800-861-7268 or check out the Care Broadcasting website for a picture with more details. Sports on the Go with me, Jeff Blankman, powered by New Way Ford in Coon Rapids, home of warranty forever, and your home for free oil changes for life. Carson Bauer looking to drive in. He's going to be fouled by Peterson. That is going to be number 3 on Trey Peterson. 8 team fouls, so a 1-and-1 coming up here for Carson Bauer. 57.5 seconds left. Thanks to Tyler Bruner back in the studio. Thanks to Jeff Honold running our video production again on YouTube. Go to YouTube, search 1380 KCM. You can watch and listen to a lot of our radio broadcasts. So you can watch the game and listen to it live. 77 now 59. White and Kilworth will check in for Peterson and Flathers for Exira-EHK and Kimballton. Second free throw coming up here for Carson Bauer. It's on the way, up and good. So Carson 7 of 8 at the line today. 77-60. White with it out top. They get it to Kilworth, back over to White. White now up top to Nelson. Nelson penetrates in on that right side, gets it back up top to White. He'll drive in, gets it back to Nelson, drives in on the baseline, goes up underneath and lays it up and in for the reverse layup. 79-60 now. Wheelers will fall to 5 and 8. Exira-EHK and Kimballton going to improve to 8 and 3 on the season. This is a non-conference game for both of these teams, of course. That foul going to go against Audubon. Against the Spartans. That went on White. Audubon will shoot free throws. Spartans making a bunch of substitutions. Josh Nelson will check in. Cole Barbham will check in. Free throw is up and good for Carson Bauer. Kilworth into the game, but White. The other players on the floor right now for Exira-EHK and Kimballton. Carson Bauer's second free throw is up and good. 79-60, 20 seconds left in this one. Kilworth over to White. White gets it over on the right side now to Pettipier. Jaden Pettipier, the other player in for the Spartans, back over to Kilworth. Good win for the Spartans here today. Wheelers battled back. I thought played much better in the second half. It was a really tough first half for them, but a much better performance, something they can build on here with their second half performance. But they'll fall here today as the Spartans will come to town. They'll pick up a 79-62 victory. We'll step away. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We've got the Mackey Motors postgame show. That's coming up for you next right here on 93.7 KKRL.
Midwest Wholesale is your local building products headquarters. We have everything you need for your smaller home improvements to the building of your home or commercial building. We pride ourselves on giving you top-notch service, quality products with competitive prices. So whether you're a do-it-yourselfer, a contractor, or you just need a little help on a project, Midwest Wholesale is a one-stop resource for all your building needs. Midwest Wholesale, how you want it, when you want it, where you want it, we deliver.
At The Present Company, we will help you transition your home and wardrobe with the changing seasons. Hi, this is Andrea. Whether you're looking to get warm and toasty this winter, or it's time for a light and airy lift this spring, shop our collection of boutique-style clothing, gorgeous accessories, and purses. Add personal style to your home with unique home decor pieces that will warm your rooms from wall to wall. Infuse your home and your wardrobe with style from The Present Company in Audubon.
St. Anthony Regional Hospital, the regional leader in healthcare, dedicated to improving the health of the people they serve. At St. Anthony Regional Cancer Center, you'll find the convenience of cancer and oncology consultation and treatment in one convenient location. At St. Anthony Clinic, you'll find a team of doctors and nurses that care about you and your family's health. St. Anthony Clinic is devoted to comprehensive healthcare for people of all ages. For every stage of life, always look to the cross. Always St. Anthony.
This is Iowa, and Avelo Bank has called Iowa home since 1870. With 17 locations across the state, we're proud to be part of your community. Right now, you can open an Avelo Bank Simply Free checking account for you or your business and get a new debit card immediately. We'll even buy your old bank's unused checks. Stop by or visit us online to see how we're making better banking available for you. Avelo Bank, member FDIC.
Can your roof handle extreme hail conditions? Ours can. Check it out. As you can see, our Brinks roof has stood up to the test with zero damage. As for our competitors, well, theirs did not. Is your roof worn out or needs repair? Know that not all roofers and shingles are created equal. If you need honest feedback whether your roof needs to be repaired or replaced, get a second opinion. And call the Roof Pros at Brinks Exteriors, 920-ROOF-PRO.
At Carroll County Solid Waste, we deliver environmental services together. Why together? Because together we're stronger and more effective. We're proud to partner with you to recycle plastics. Recyclable plastic will have the number 1 or 2 inside the recycle symbol. It's generally a food, beverage, soap, or cleaner container. Make sure they're empty, give them a quick rinse if possible, and put the cap back on. These plastics are not recyclable. They belong in the trash. Visit our website at carrollcountylandfill.com for details of how you can be part of the recycling team, because together, everyone achieves more.
The door to rewarding career opportunities is closer than you think. All you have to do is open it. DMAC's Carroll campus is your gateway to in-demand, rewarding careers. You can even earn a 4-year degree on campus, thanks to a partnership with UNI and Buena Vista University. It's all waiting for you at the DMAC Carroll campus. So open the door to a better life at DMAC in Carroll today. DMAC, life's calling.
Mackey Motors post-game show, find new roads at Mackey Motors in Lake City. Jeff Blankman with you here today, joined right now by Audubon head boys basketball coach Coleman Mullenix as they fall 79-62 to the Spartans of Exira-EHK and Kimballton. And coach, good effort for you and the guys here today, especially in the second half, putting 41 points on the board. Had to be happy with the way the guys came out of the locker room here today in the second half.
Second half, yeah, I thought we played better. Yeah, we played harder in the second half, and some of it's my fault. We shouldn't have. I don't know. We were severely lacking effort in the first half, which was a problem. How about that? That's a problem in life. Yeah, and some of it is me, because we probably shouldn't have pressed these guys. I don't know, but they're athletic. They're more athletic than I thought. A ton of credit to them. They're a really good team. They're really tough. Even the second half, where we're playing half-court defense. I mean, they're inside. It's a really tough matchup for us. M. Garden, he is very good. He's really versatile offensively, and he's really hard to defend. They're tough for us to defend, even in the second half, where I thought our transition was better. Yes. Because we just gave up a bunch of transition buckets in the first. I felt like our transition defense was better, but they just keep scoring. I mean, since I've been here, I mean, even their team, my second year when they were loaded with Burmeister and Rolled and Petapir, and they didn't score 80 on us, I don't think. Right. Maybe I'd have to go back, but so they really get out and run. They're athletic, so a ton of credit to them. They were tough to defend all night, even after we started playing hard. What were you trying to do defensively against their post guys? Because the Radcliffe kid really went off today for 24. Yeah, he's a stud, and he's sophomore. It's gonna be a long 2 more years of trying to guard him. Yeah, he is a stud. He's physical. He's good with his feet. He uses his body well. He has great touch. Right, he finishes every single time. I don't think he missed inside of 5 feet today. Yeah, I mean, we're just trying to play behind and then bring help in from the perimeter and try to dig at them. But we talked some timeouts, we weren't digging enough. We were kind of going in quick and then just letting off, and he's just patient. Yep. The first help would come down and he'd just hold the ball, and then we'd go away, and then he'd go make his move and he'd go score one-on-one. And it's like when someone has post players that can score one-on-one, that makes the game really hard if you're trying to defend it. So yeah, he's a ton of credit to him. He really blew me away. Which in some ways I probably should have gave him more credit coming in, but he was impressive. Coach, I thought even in the first half you guys executed pretty well. You had some turnovers and some turnovers that are going to frustrate a guy, but I thought you got open shots in the first half. They didn't go. Some of those started to fall for you in the second half. Now you know what you're trying to do. So are you guys executing the offense pretty well and getting good looks, did you think, through most of the game? Yeah, I think our field goal attempts were fine. I really do, which I'm thankful for us in that sense, where I think we're a pretty selfless team. We move the ball well. We go inside out pretty well, whether it's off drive and kick or inside out off the post to get our 3-point attempts. Maybe a couple quick threes I could nitpick, but yeah, I think our field goal attempts were good. Like I said, just early, I just think it was transition defense that killed us early, which is disappointing because you feel like that is effort. And Yeah, some of it is just, what's the team do, right? Because it's like, oh, we're a good transition defense team. Well, if you play a slow team that doesn't run, anybody can be good at transition defense. You play a team like these guys where they really get out and run, and they really challenge you there, and boy, did we get exploited, which was frustrating.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, credit to them. I and clearly we were not ready to play as fast as they play.
Yeah, much better in the second half, as you mentioned, though. There's several times you forced them to throw it over your head in that second half that turned into turnovers.
Yeah.
Because they had to throw it for too far. So you had to like the way, after you probably had to talk with the guys, how they came out with the second half.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And that's all I gave them was like, because I talk too much in life, but it's like I was like one point of emphasis, halftime adjustment was transition defense. And some of that is what we were talking about earlier. I felt like our field goal attempts weren't horrible.
Right.
I mean, I don't think anything was horrible other than transition defense, and that was horrible. So wanted to fix that, and we did. Like you said, it was how many points we scored in the second half?
41.
Yeah, and so what they scored?
They had 36.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like they score.
Yep.
They're tough. They're really tough. So a ton of credit to them. I mean, I mean, you start thinking, after seeing them, you start thinking 1A teams in the area. It's like Avoca, West Harrison. I mean, it's got to be them. If I'm formulating a list of teams I don't really want to play, if I'm being honest, there's 3 of them right there. I mean, they're tough.
Coach, where do you feel like your team is at right now? We're a couple of weeks out of the break here into the second half of the season. We're about 3-4 weeks away from the playoffs getting started. So where's this team at? What can it build to?
Yeah, good question. After, the first half was disappointing because it was lack of effort. So we have to play harder. But also, I need to figure out, like, can we press for a whole game? Do we need to not press? Do we need to bring it up? Do we need to go in and out more? What does that need to look like? So that's on me. But then us. I mean, it's skill development.
Right.
Like I've 1A basketball. Us specifically, like this team, it's skill development. We have everybody who we all can stand to get better, be able to make some.
Right.
We get the good looks, or we get inside a little bit, but. Could we just have maybe every single person? Can we have be able to land on 2 feet, make some type of a step through, get people in the air, have a little better timing and patience and pace in that sense? Can we, obviously continuing to shoot, see if we can continue to become better shooters. I just think, to me, 1A basketball, from how I grew up, in a bigger school and people played more basketball, and my experience when I was at Iowa State, I was coaching all Iowa Tech, and there's people who play basketball year round. These people that are going and playing college basketball at these higher level schools, they play way more basketball than anybody in this gym is playing, and that's not a knock on us. It's a different culture. It's a different way of life. These kids are, play a lot more sports, which is great. All that being said, it's so often I'm like, don't overthink it. It's skill development.
Right.
I mean, it's like if instead of 28% from 3, we shot 35% as a team, that's a big deal.
Huge.
And it's like instead of turning it over when we get inside the defense, if we can land on 2 feet and pivot and make a pass, well, that adds up too. And instead of turning it over, we can jump, land on 2 feet, pivot, maybe get through a step through and get a field goal attempt up. Like, okay, well, there you go, right? And so, that's what I come back to. I really think that is the biggest thing, especially with us right now. And I really think the majority of 1A basketball also. I just think it's more skill development is the answer.
Well, Coach, it's good to see you. It's been a while since your days game down in Des Moines, so appreciate you coming out and talking with us. We'll see you again here soon, so best of luck the rest of the way.
Thanks. Appreciate the coverage. Appreciate you coming down.
You bet. Coleman Mullenix, the head coach again for the Audubon Boys. We'll step away. We'll take a break. Back in 1 minute with our Mackey Motors postgame show, our Motor Inn Player of the Game. That's coming up for you next here on KKRL.
Color the flowers. That's just the whole place looks amazing. I love it.
Sophia, whatever happens, we're here to protect you. Thank you.
There's no room for fear in your dream home policy from American Family Insurance. Insure carefully. Dream fearlessly.
For details, contact Nicole Unken at Nicole Unken Agency. Call 712-792-1262 or stop by 412 Highway 30 today.
Olson's Outdoor Power is your one-stop service and equipment shop for all things outdoor. We sell the best power sports products in the business from Polaris, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, and Ski-Doo, trailers to tackle any job from H&H, Triton, and Wilson, and we continue to lead the way in lawn and garden equipment with great products from Exmark, Dixie Chopper, Husqvarna, Cub Cadet, Steel, and Echo. Add factory-trained technicians in 2 locations, and it's easy to see why Olson's Outdoor Power is the leader in all things outdoor. Olson's Outdoor Power, your one-stop service and equipment shop with locations in Atlantic and Carroll.
Look at our numbers here in this ball game again for Exira, Elkhorn, Kimballton. Aiden Flathers with the 12, Cash Emgarten with 14, Trey Peterson 5, Jackson Radcliffe 24, Easton Nelson 17, James Kilworth 2, Quentin White 1, and Derek Comas with 4. They were 17 of 19 from the free throw line. For Audubon here in the game, Jackson Deist, 6 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists. Gavin Smith with 8 rebounds, an assist, and a steal. Edward Miller finishes up with 19 points, 4 rebounds, and a steal. Braden Wessel had 3 assists and a steal. Carson Bauer, 25 points to go with 5 rebounds and an assist. And Colin Bauer here today with 12 points to go with 2 rebounds, an assist, and a steal. Our Motor Inn player of the game here today, we are going to go with Carson Bauer as our player of the game here today. 25 points for him here today to go with 5 rebounds and assists. Wheelers were 13 of 14 from the free throw line. Exira, Elkhorn, Kimballton wins both half of the doubleheader here today. They win the girls game 58-53. They win the boys game by a final of 79-62. For Tyler Bruner back in the studio, this is Jeff Blankman saying thank you for listening to basketball coverage here today. For my videographer here today, Jeff Huddle, this is Jeff Blankman saying thank you for listening to basketball coverage here on KKRL. Have a great weekend, everybody.